Spirit, what messages do you have for Scorpio, please? Spirit, what messages do you have for Scorpio, please? Sorry, it's too many. Four of Swords flipped over. So I feel like you're healing from something currently. Spirit, what messages do you have for Scorpio, please? Okay, one more time. Spirit, what messages do you have for Scorpio, please? Okay, Scorpio, in your recent past, you have the Eight of Cups, the Hermit, and the Eight of Pentacles. I feel a lot of you are leaving, sort of withdrawing, not, I feel excluding people or cutting people out of your life. I feel a lot of you feel the need to spend time alone. I feel you're trying to make a decision on something. And I feel that it's easier for you to kind of block out everybody else's, voice and their opinion. I feel that you had too many people trying to give you advice. I do, with the Eight of Cups, I do feel that there is something that, I'm kind of getting a little bit of a different energy with Eight of Cups. I feel, because, this is about leaving something behind, hurt, pain. This is very emotional. I feel a lot of you are thinking about the decisions you made. And, like I said, when I was first shuffling the cards, the Four of Swords came out. I feel you were healing from something. I feel a lot of you are still healing through something or going through something, and I feel a lot of people don't understand. And you just kind of want to deal with kind of accepting this or moving on from this, healing from this, getting over this, coming to terms with it on your own. With the Eight of Pentacles, I feel like a lot of you work a lot, you're really focused on that. I feel you do really like to work a lot. I feel it helps keep your mind off things. It's a good distraction, but I feel right now a lot of you with the Hermit here, you kind of just want some time alone. I feel it's to get kind of things in perspective, and I feel it's mostly about, you don't want to talk about the past with people anymore. I feel you want to just move forward, and I feel like the fact that everyone always brings up this person or brings up mistakes you made in the past, or brings up, maybe some of you went through a divorce, and people just keep like, oh, that was so sad, you had to go through that, or awful. You're just sick of hearing about it. You kind of just want to move on, but it seems like people are not allowing that. So I feel like you're really immersing yourself not only in work, but hobbies, learning new hobbies, just finding new things you like to do by yourself. And we will clarify. In your present, you have the Eight of Swords, the World, and the Ten of Cups. I feel a lot of you are having a hard time with the Eight of Swords here. Kind of seeing things in a positive way. I feel like, and this is your current energy, so I feel like currently right now, maybe some of you can be struggling with depression a little bit. The world is here, and so I feel that this is what your focus is. It's just you being happy, living your life. But I feel a lot of you are having a hard time really seeing things in a positive way. I feel a lot of you are stressed out. And I do feel it has a lot to do with all the people you're around. To be honest, I feel a lot of you are around a lot of negativity. Whether this is just your friends or this is at work. Maybe that's why a lot of you at work, just immerse yourself in your work to try to block out maybe coworkers or a boss, someone who's just really gets to you. But it's affecting you. The people that you are around are really affecting you, I feel. But I feel this is something, or people you feel you're kind of stuck being around. You know, it's not easy to just get up and leave a job that you've dedicated many, many years to. You feel kind of, you know, obligated, or if you're in a marriage, or it's your close family members, or whatever this is, and you know, you just want to be happy. I feel that's why what you could do to deal with it now is just kind of withdraw. But I feel you're going to find your happiness. This is your main focus, and I feel that that is good. You have the Ten of Cups here as well. So I feel a lot of you feel kind of bad. You don't want to cut family out, and you don't want to cut friends out. You don't. So, like I said, you just withdrew. You didn't really push anybody away. You just pulled back. I feel you want to better these relationships. You just wish people could kind of, in a way, back off a little bit. Like, let you deal with stuff how you want to. Let you heal in your own time. Let you process things what feels right to you. I feel people kind of push you, like, to get over things. They push you into relationships. I feel a lot of people like to control sort of how you live your life, but I don't feel like it's in such a bad way. I feel like these are good friends. These are family members that love you, but I feel it's a little bit too much sometimes because it's too many people. And you have them all telling you different things, and it's like, God, that's enough. Like, you get overwhelmed. I do feel like this is making some of you feel depressed because then you have to withdraw, and you don't want to be alone all the time, but yet you don't want to hear it anymore, you know? So you kind of don't have a choice right now. And that's where I feel you kind of feel stuck, because I feel you're a very social person. You like to be around people. You like to interact at work. You have a lot of people that like to be around you. So you do, there's a bit of guilt with withdrawing, but I feel like that's what you feel you need to do. That's what's going to be best for you to find your happiness. And those of you that do feel depressed, this will help, I feel. Not always saying, you know, withdrawing and being alone is a way to deal with depression, but I feel part of what's causing a lot of you to kind of keep you from your happiness is there's just too many opinions, too many suggestions, and too many people, I feel, and it's causing anxiety for you, and it's kind of clouding your own judgment, like you just hear too much that you don't even really know what you want right now because you don't have a moment to even really think about it, you know, truly what you want, you know, you need to do what makes you happy, not what other people think is going to make you happy. Even though these are people that love you, I do feel these are good energies. It's a loving energy. It's too much, you know, and you don't want to hurt your family and say, look, just back off, you know, give me some space. I can deal with this on my own. I feel that although they are good, loving people, they're a little bit overbearing. Like, they don't, when you ask them to just, look, I can deal with this on my own. I can handle this. I just need some time. I feel that they don't really respect that request, but it's just because you're very close, and I just really don't understand where you're coming from, and unfortunately this is making them not really take it seriously, that you really, really need to be kind of left alone a bit. In your near future, you have the Two of Swords, the Three of Cups, and the Tower. So again, I feel this is kind of making you feel that, you know, pulled in too many directions. And Two of Swords came out next to the Three of Cups and the Tower. I do feel some friendships are going to end, to be honest, because I feel that, you know, when you ask them to, like, you know, look, I just don't want to talk about it, or I don't want to date this person, or I don't want to do this or do that, or I feel they don't stop. I feel so you do have to kind of maybe end a friendship or a couple people around you that I feel it comes to an end, or this could be a relationship. Maybe some of you are in a relationship with someone who's just kind of controlling. They're always telling you what to do, how to feel, what decisions to make, that they're always right, you're always wrong. I feel it's just some people or a person that is just too much, you know, it's just too much in your face. They're not showing, when you ask them, like, give me some space, or I can handle this on my own, they don't show you the respect of saying okay, and granting you that time alone, or that time to think. I feel you really love this person. If this is a relationship, I feel it's not that it's a bad relationship. I feel someone's just not they're not really seeing what you need, which is just some space, some time. And this could be also a relationship ending because they are just it's too much, you know? You're just overwhelmed, I feel. And I feel they almost, it's like, I feel like the way it looks is like someone's trying to pull you like they're your puppet master. Like they're trying to control you in a way. And you just want to cut those strings and just look, I can make decisions on my own. Like you know, you don't need them to guide you. You're an adult, you know, you can make decisions. You just want that respect. Like, look, have some faith in me, you know? You don't always know what's best for me. And I feel it's gotten to the point where you just feel disrespected, whether this is a relationship or friends or family, because they're ignoring your requests to please just give me some space. And it's just pushing you to withdraw. But it gets to the point where the more you withdraw, I feel the more aggressive they become. Whether this is, like I said, a relationship or friend, family, it's the more they pry, the more they push, because they're not affecting you the way they did. So I feel some people just feel a little too comfortable to be this aggressive with you because you're very close to these people or this person. But you're kind of starting in a sense to fight back a little bit. You're resisting the pull every time they pull on these strings to, no, go here, do this, go do that. You're like, no, you know, I feel you're fighting back now and just saying, listen, so you have to be more aggressive because they are. So it's escalating. And I feel that that's kind of why it comes to an end. With some friends for some of you, and are also a relationship for some of you. But you tried to ask. You just said, please, you know, I need this. But they kept pulling. And the more you fought to get out, the harder they tried. So it wasn't going to end good, you know, because of the lack of respect at your request. You know, I feel that's what the problem is. Let's see, Spirit, what is the Eight of Cups for Scorpio, please? Spirit, what is the Eight of Cups for Scorpio, please? You have the Three of Wands in reverse, the Eight of Wands, and the Two of Wands. There's a lot of fire energy, I feel. And this is clarifying the Eight of Cups. So this is very emotional for you. This is very deep. This feeling you have, it's strong. Good or bad, whatever this is something that's overwhelming. I feel like that's why there's so much fire energy here. With the Three of Wands in reverse, the Three of Wands upright, it's about waiting. You know, things you're working for. You know it's going to come in, or you see progress. In reverse, you're not waiting anymore. You don't see anybody changing, anything changing. You don't see any changes, period, in your environment with the people you're around. In the Eight of Cups, like I said, it's leaving something behind. So I feel when you realize that, and you know, you have the Two of Wands with the Eight of Wands, you left pretty quickly. Whatever these changes, I mean, not necessarily you had to leave, but I felt the swift action you made. But the Two of Wands is about pushing yourself out of your comfort zone and taking a new path. You changed things. So whatever this was that you left behind, or these changes you made, you left behind how you handle things. Because I feel there's more changes in your behavior than so much your environment. It's what you're willing to accept. I feel this is big changes with you. And this was, like I said, very uncomfortable because the more you, like I said, the more you tried to fight this, I feel you're just trying to say stop, like leave me alone. I feel it started to become harder and harder for you. Because you had a lot of resistance. But you have a lot of people that for some reason, because I feel for some of you, this is a lot of people, like friends and family, like I don't know, people are just so interested in how you live your life, or they feel they have the authority to tell you what's right and wrong for you for whatever reason. Maybe these are people you've confided in, you've gone to a lot, asked for advice, but this is one thing maybe particular, or you've just grown and you want to make decisions for yourself because you see when you have being pulled in too many different directions, you don't really have a clear path of your own. And I feel it's kind of led you down into things you didn't want, relationships, maybe business decisions, just choices you've made. You're like, you know, I need to kind of have a more clear perspective of what I want instead of just listening to everyone else, what everyone else thinks I want. And I feel these people are so used to having a little bit of not that they're controlling, but they liked having that influence. They felt good, they always come to me, they come to me for advice, but when you didn't want it, they didn't just say, oh, okay, of course, you do what you need to do, and if you need anything, I'm here for you. No, they're very aggressive. These are very aggressive birds, what I feel, which is your friends or family or relationship. So you made changes. Whether this was actually leaving people, I do see something ends in your near future, friendships, a relationship, because it got to the point where you had no choice, because like I said, the more you resisted, the more they kind of came at you. So this could be leaving people behind, but I'm feeling this is more emotional. You're more emotionally letting go. Like I said, you withdrew. You're just like, I just not ending this relationship. I'm not ending this friendship. I'm not cutting you out. But you're taking time alone in a way. I don't feel like this is an ending, because usually it is leaving something behind. But I feel this is a temporary, space. You need some space between this, is what I'm getting, because I don't feel a complete detachment from it. Because you don't want to. These are good friends, close family, or someone you really love that you're in a relationship with. You just want things to change, so you can't change them. So you're changing, but you're getting a lot of resistance from you changing. Spirit, what is the Hermit for Scorpios recent past, please? Spirit, what is the Hermit for Scorpios recent past, please? The Five of Wands, yes, that resistance, that conflict. The Hierophant in reverse, and the Ten of Cups. So yeah, you wanting to take this new path. Yeah, this is so clear. The Two of Wands is about, creating your own path, taking a new path. And I feel this is you just being different. And then the Hierophant upright is you on a more spiritual journey, doing what makes you happy, trying to find yourself, find what you really want, your passions, where your heart leads you, but it's in reverse. So, like I said, a lot of you feel like, you're waiting, and you just, the decisions you've been making in your life, I feel a lot of you don't blame your friends or family, but you kind of more, you don't want to be led astray anymore. You want to make decisions on, whether you make mistakes or not, you want them to be yours. You can't be like, oh, well, hey, my friend told me to do this, and I did, and it didn't work out. Like, who's to blame? Or, not that it's about blame, but I feel like you're just kind of going through life not really being in control of it. And you don't want to be led by other people. You want to be leading your own life. And, the Hierophant's in reverse, and you do have the Ten of Cups as well. What I feel this is I feel like, even though this is causing conflict between you and your relationship, or this is you with your friends and family, you're still, because this is clarifying the Hermit, you're still going to make these changes, because you have to. You're not happy. Like I said, I feel a lot of you feel depressed. That's why you withdrew. And I feel a lot of you know that you need to take your own path. You need to, for the Hierophant to not be in reverse, for you to be happy, for you to find your happiness, whatever that is to you. And I do feel like a big part of it is you feeling like you're the one making the choices in your life based on just your own thoughts and feelings and beliefs and your own opinions. You have faith in yourself that you can make the right decisions for yourself, and you want the people around you to show you that same respect and have faith in you that I know what I'm doing. It's my life. You just want that support, or nothing at all. It's just became too much. So Spirit, what is the Eight of Swords for Scorpios present, please? Oops. Spirit, what is the Eight of Swords for Scorpios present, please? You have the Nine of Cups in reverse, the Emperor, and the Five of Pentacles. So I feel like a lot of you are not really you're not reaching that level of success or in your life, or getting to where you want to be. You don't feel like you're where you want to be. You feel like you were kind of led blind, because you've been listening to so many people doing what they tell you to do in a way. But I feel with the Emperor here, you don't want to have this blindfold on anymore. You're taking control of your life. I do feel, Scorpio, that this is your energy. I feel withdrawing. It's not something that is natural to you, being alone a lot, not really interacting a lot with people, but you really feel this is necessary to get out of the Two of Swords energy. You miss your friends, your family, and you feel bad about really. I feel as maybe some of you are in a temporary separation with the person if this is a relationship for you, but like I said, even in your recent past with the Eight of Cups, you're not separating for good. You just said, look, I just need some time to get my head clear. I feel a lot of you just don't want to be led by other people. You're sick of being told what to do just on a day-to-day basis. It's like, look, I'm smart and intelligent enough to handle this myself. I feel like people are just not giving you the credit that you deserve. The Nine of Cups is in reverse. I feel like you're not really enjoying anything anymore. Upright, this is about kind of enjoying your successes. I feel like you're not getting any joy out of anything. Your friendships, your relationships, you being around your family, it doesn't feel good anymore. For a lot of you, I feel. And for those of you that this is real, or anybody, whoever it is that you're kind of withdrawing from, I do feel that they're also feeling lonely, and they don't like to not talk to you every day and see you every day, but don't feel guilty. I feel that this is healthy for you. I feel because the world is in the center of your reading. I feel like this is what you feel you need. You need to do this for yourself now before you, because I feel a lot of you feel like you've wasted a lot of time not really being the emperor. You want to be the one just in charge of your life, and I feel like this is on a day-to-day basis, so this is someone you're around a lot. So Spirit, what is the world for Scorpios present, please? Spirit, what is the world for Scorpios present, please? The Knight of Cups, the Six of Pentacles, and the Star. So these are great positive cards clarifying the world. I feel someone comes around, they see, they offer you like that support you wanted. This could be someone you're in a relationship with, or whoever this is you're dealing with. They're just saying, look, I'm sorry, I never knew I was making you feel that way. I'm here for you. They're offering you emotional support. They're willing to work with you instead of just being the one, more leading. They're willing to like come down to your level in a sense. Not that they were above you or better than you, but like not come down to your level, but be at the same level as you. Like, look, we're both equals. We both deserve, this is about fair and balanced relationships. So I really do see that this withdrawing or this time apart, temporary time apart, or just some time away from your family and letting them know, like, if they continue this, you're not going to really be around as much because you don't like where it's leading you. You feel pulled in too many directions. And you have the Star here, and this is all you ever wanted, was for everyone to, and I know I keep saying back off, but that's what I keep feeling. You felt like, God, I just wish everybody would kind of back off and, just let me be, It's a very simple request. It's not too much to ask, but it appeared to be for some people you were around. So, but you got your wish, I feel, for a lot of you. And this made you very happy because, like I said in the beginning, you never wanted to cut these people out of your life or end your relationship, but you wanted to be shown a little bit more respect and understanding. And when you ask for space, you want the space. You don't want to have to go isolate yourself all alone in this little bubble. Your happiness is the people. I feel you're a very social person. And you love your family and your friends and the person you're in a relationship with. It's not, like I said, I'm not getting that it's a bad relationship. Someone, I feel, just kind of wasn't seeing what they were doing. Because in their eyes, maybe they think they're just helping. Let me lead you. Let me guide you, to your best life. But you're like, you know what? I kind of want to be leading my own life, Whether it's in a relationship or you're single, you still want to be the one kind of leading your own life. You want to feel you have the most influence and the one making the decisions because you want to do what feels right for you. Oops, sorry, that was too many. Spirit, what is the Ten of Cups? God, I'm having a hard time. Spirit, what is oh my God, this is getting embarrassing, sorry. Spirit, what is the Ten of Cups for Scorpios present, please? Spirit, what is the Ten of Cups for Scorpios present, please? The Moon, the Page of Pentacles, and the Three of Pentacles in reverse. So, I do see, for some of you, for someone to get you back in their life, to have this new start again, I feel, because with the Moon here and the Three of Pentacles in reverse, I feel they manipulated you to get you back. To stop withdrawing and to because like I said, I do feel like a lot of you separated temporarily. You just told them you needed space. You know, maybe you guys moved out from each other, maybe you lived together, or you just stopped seeing each other and talking for a while. I feel like they said they said and did whatever they had to get a new start with you, to get you back. And I feel when you do, it's not working because they're not really doing the things that they promised, which was give you that space and that respect. I feel like they acted like one way, but then they showed you another side of them when you got back together. So that's for some of you. I feel this person, whoever you're in a relationship with, has a hard time letting go of control of. Because I feel like this isn't about controlling you. I don't feel that this is such a bad thing, energy. It's almost like this person is too needy or attached to you. It's almost like they just want to, you know, when you love something and you just hold it too tight. I feel like someone's doing that to you. They're scared of losing you, maybe, or they're just very overprotective. Maybe this could be a mother or father, or just like I said, or your friends. They're just too overprotective, but it's kind of in a way making you feel belittled, you know. Especially if this is in a relationship where, like I said, you want your equals. You know, you show me respect, I show you respect, and I feel someone is, for those of you that this is a relationship, or just whoever this is, they I feel like they're smothering you. In a sense, that's what this kind of is with them pulling. They just want to keep you like that, a tight leash on you. Maybe they're very insecure and they don't want to let you have too much control over your life, because when they dictate things, they feel more secure in the relationship or with themselves. That like, well, you know, I'm the one making the decision, so it's a secure relationship because it only ends if I decide it. You know, I feel someone's very holding on too tight. It's almost like they need to loosen up the reins a little bit. So I feel that's why you feel overwhelmed, is someone is a little bit too possessive. That's what it is. A bit possessive. That's why they seem so like they want to dictate everything you do, because it makes them feel more as though they're guiding the relationship the way they see fit and the way that they feel it will work and the way that makes them feel the most secure. But it's not working for some of you anymore because you're sick of it. I feel when you get back together, because the Ten of Cups, I feel this is you getting back together with your family or this relationship, whoever this, or you allow them back in your life, you start spending time around them again. I feel the same exact way. They go exactly back to how they were. This is for some of you, because some of you, I do feel you get your wish because you have the star here. So, I mean, I guess this is just a chance if you feel you need to take it to reconcile, or to maybe start spending more time around your family to see if maybe they will loosen up the reins a little bit and kind of show you, you know, stop being that possessive feeling. Someone's overprotective too, so this could be family for some of you, but in the relationship I feel like it's more a possessive thing, but as a family or friends I feel it's more of an overprotection, but it's crossing the line into feeling disrespectful. Because, like, come on, have more faith in me. I'm not an idiot, you know? It's like, have some faith in me. Show me you have faith in me. That's all you want. So, Spirit, what is the Two of Swords for Scorpio's near future, please? Spirit, what is the Two of Swords for Scorpio's near future, please? So, the Seven of Cups jumped out. We have the Knight of Wands and the Queen of Swords. So you have the Queen of Swords clarifying the Two of Swords. You know what I feel for some of you? I feel like those of you that this is a relationship, I feel like they feel like if they don't keep you on a tight leash that you're going to seek out other options. I feel that's where they're kind of possessive. And very in your business and very that overprotection feeling. But just cross the line into possessiveness. It's almost like they think that they own you, you belong to them, and you like they don't want you to see other people. They don't want you around the opposite sex. They don't want you to have too much freedom. They're keeping you from your freedom because I feel like they're so worried you're going to be tempted to be with someone else. I feel like someone just doesn't trust you. Whoever you're in a relationship with, they have a lack of trust. I don't feel like you do anything to make them feel this way. I feel they're just very jealous and insecure. That's why they're so possessive. Because they look at you like a possession in a way. And they think that you just are going to go find someone else. So they keep you very close. They keep a very close eye on you. I feel that a lot of you are in a relationship with someone who has to know where you are at all times. Answer every time they call. Respond right away when they text. Be home exactly when you say. I feel like this is awful to deal with every day. It's exhausting. And I feel a lot of you, your person knows that it's making you unhappy. So they're even pulling tighter because they know that since you're not happy that you probably do want to be with someone else. I don't know if that's the intent tonight, but I feel when you had this temporary separation or you withdrew, that's why they got even more possessive. It doesn't fade. It's just growing. So for some of you, I do feel the relationship ends. I feel it is after reconciliation, and you see that they haven't changed. They're just not. So you need to change. And maybe some of you are seeking other options, or maybe you're not actively seeking this now, but you just want a more fair and balanced relationship. Sorry, I wasn't even clarifying these. You have the Queen of Swords here, so you do end the relationship here after you reconcile. I feel like you don't stay together very long because you do want other options. Even if one of the options is just being by yourself, I feel that you end the relationship very, very quickly because this person was, even when you got back together, was more possessive. It almost made it worse for some of you. You have the Knight of Wands here. I feel a lot of you are very passionate about seeking other options, and I don't just mean relationships. This isn't about cheating or just finding someone else. Other options in your life, just everything. It's like you want all these doors open to you, and you want to be the one choosing. You want to be the one choosing what's best for you. You want this to be you. You're like, I'm not sure. You don't want someone over here saying, hey, pick this one. This is what you need to do. This is the direction you need to go. This is what you need in your life. You're like, I don't think so. I want to look at all my options. I want to weigh all my options. They're like, oh, no. You're tired of it. You're so tired of it. So you're very passionate about this decision. I feel a lot of you are actually finally starting to feel a little bit excited because you know now what you want, because you don't have all those voices in your head. People, you cut those strings. Because you know what? You got that sword to do it. And you're like, hey, come here. I need to do something. And you're just like, and it's done. And you're not letting them possess you anymore. I feel a lot of you are with someone that you think is actually possessed, to be honest with you. Because I feel this person scares you at times because of how possessive they are, that and the way they treat you in a sense like you belong to them. It's kind of scary, I feel, for some of you. It's almost like they're always there. Or they're always watching you in some way, tracking you, or calling your friends, like, where are they? When did they leave? They call you when you get to work. You have to call them right when you leave, and they time when you get, I feel it's kind of scary. It's almost like you're always in trouble or something, But I feel a lot of you are feeling better. You kind of feel like your fire's coming back, your passion for your life, because you're like, I am in charge now. You're the one, You got your own horse. You're not on the back of someone else's horse. This is your horse. You're going in the direction you want, and you're very passionate. You feel very empowered by this. So, Spirit, what is the Three of Cups for Scorpios near future, please? Spirit, what is the Three of Cups for Scorpios near future, please? So you have the Eight of Cups again. The Eight of Pentacles. And the Seven of Wands. So, again, I feel this is where you leave some people in the past. You cut out this person, this relationship, and you did leave. I feel this cutting of the strings was that conversation, and I feel you soon after, like you said, look, you're not going to control my life anymore, and you're taking your power back, and I feel that that's when you cut the strings with this person, and you leave, because you don't trust in them that they're ever going to change, but you know you can, I feel this has been very exhausting for a lot of you, getting back your power, but you fought for this. I feel you have to defend yourself a lot in every situation here, relationship, friends or family, at work. You have to defend yourself a lot. Because whoever these people are, it's the same kind of tendencies. Like, even though, like I said, it's a relationship, they're kind of possessive. I feel like even if this is work-related, or just your friends, there's some people you're around that feel they have, like I said, the authority. And yes, people at our work, sometimes they do have authority over us, a manager, boss, but I'm just talking about like your coworkers or just your family members or your friends. Someone's kind of they see themselves in this position of like, look, I know what's best for you. I know what's better for you. Like they just put themselves a little bit up, like they're the authority of everything. And you're like, I don't kind of quite see it that way. I'm the authority in my own life, and you're like, you had to really push some people away. I feel at work, this caused problems at your work. I feel you had a lot of pushback in every situation, pushback from your friends. Like, people thought you were being unreasonable, you're being too defensive, you're being overly sensitive, all these things, like just completely delegitimizing how you feel. But that was the problem. That's why they acted the way they did in the first place. Of course, people who thought this way, possessive over you, or they were authority over you, we're going to say these things, this gaslighting you basically, but because they're the ones that are defensive, not you. They're defensive. They can't even allow you some space, and you're the one that's defensive. You're the one who's overly sensitive. It's like, goddamn, all I asked for was some space from you people, and they just kept poking and poking and poking. You're like, you know what? You just had to walk away. And I also feel like a lot of you actually quit a job. You just walked out because you tried to be so, handle it in such a professional way, for those of you that this is at work, and all you got was pushback, and almost worse. And I feel like this was from quite a few people. People just kept saying to you, I keep feeling that they were saying that you're just overreacting, you're being overly sensitive, we just know what's best for you, and you're just like, look, I know what's best for myself, and I would appreciate it if you guys just basically, when I'm at work, I don't want to talk about personal things. I feel like people pride a lot, especially at work, because, our friends, we share everything with them, or our family, but I feel like people cross the line being, like an authoritarian to you. Like, it was almost as if your own opinion didn't matter in your own life, and it's like, what the hell is going on? How did I get here? And I feel like this was just people becoming kind of I don't want to say drunk with power, but somebody liked feeling, because I feel like these were people you once respected, and it kind of blew up their ego because they respected you and you kept coming to them, and I feel that they took it as a way that, wow, I'm like this authoritarian figure to them. I'm like this, in a way more intelligent, more powerful. But the thing is when you didn't want maybe their advice on some certain issues too personal, they didn't back off, and it made you have to defend yourself and have to say, look, you need to back off a bit. They didn't like that. They didn't like you responding to them as though you were equals, because they're not used to feeling like an equal to you, because it wasn't your fault. They took the way you were, maybe very open, and asked for advice and guidance at one time or another. They took it as they know more than you. Like someone just kind of got a big head, their ego, And I feel that's a lot for you with your friends and at work. With family and the relationship, I feel it's more about that overprotection with your family, and it's a possessiveness with your relationship. So it's kind of all the same thing, a little bit different dynamic, but it had the same effect on all of you. That feeling you're being disrespected, that people didn't have enough faith in you, or enough respect to leave you alone when you asked to be left alone. I feel it pushed a lot of you into depression, made you withdraw, and I feel that really hurt, because you didn't want to withdraw from these people. You care about them. So Spirit, what is the Tower for Scorpios near future, please? Spirit, what is the Tower for Scorpios near future, please? The Chariot the Five of Swords and the Four of Swords in reverse. So a lot of you, you know what I'm kind of getting with the Four of Swords in reverse is I feel like someone's in denial that this is over. And I feel with the Chariot, I feel that this ended quickly, or you left quickly. I feel a lot of you left a job. You just left. You just moved on. Because you, besides being basically gaslighted and no one ever acknowledging that how you felt was like legitimate, no one ever said, look, and kind of admitted that the way you felt was maybe caused by some of their behavior. You didn't get any of that. You just got pushback, which pushed you away. I feel like a lot of you left a job quickly, ended friendships quickly. Like this tower, this was this very swift tower. I mean, it's lightning, you know, the speed of light was just done. I feel a lot of you walked out in the middle of this pushback. You just said, you know what, I'm done. You just dropped what you were doing and you just walked out, clocked out. I feel a lot of you did that. And if you haven't yet, you want to, and I feel you're building up to this. With the Five of Swords here, I kind of get that for some of you, and I do feel this is a lot at work, people feel like they won. I feel like when you do quit, I feel that someone's like, yeah, I knew it. I knew they were weak. I knew that they were so defensive and just being too sensitive and can't handle it. But it's like, you know what? You're kind of abusive. Verbally, you're causing a lot of stress in this person, but they're just more seen like, I'm the winner, I won. It's like, what'd you win? You're all alone. You got everybody walking away from you. You know, why don't you look in the mirror? You're standing alone just with a bunch of swords. Like, they like what they've taken. Like, it's like symbols of all the battles they won. They had you guys throw your swords down. So this person might think they won when you just, like I said, you dropped what you were doing, you just walked out. But I feel like you're not the only one. I feel this person, if this is your employer or manager or something like that, I feel like they make a lot of people walk away from them, whoever this is. Or if this is friends, I feel like when they lose you as a friend, they're going to lose other friends. It's almost like they're going to go with you. They're like, you know what? I'm sorry how they're just awful, you know? But they still feel like they won. But what exactly did they win? I don't see. It's just like their ego feels like it got it stroked their ego to be like, yeah, I'm the strongest one. What are you strong at? What are you powerful at? Pushing people away? Yeah, you should be really proud of yourself that you're all alone now. But you know what? So be it. We all create our own path, right? That's exactly what you wanted, and you know what? That's exactly what they're doing. I don't feel like theirs is a good one. I don't feel like they're going to be happy, but you know what? They're choosing it, and you're allowing them. So let them be left alone. Whoever this is, person you're in a relationship with, your friends, maybe some family members, who cares if they think that they won? This isn't a competition. You're not trying to win anything. You just want to be around people who make you feel good, who respect you and who support you, and who have enough respect for something as small as to respect your privacy and your space. It's not too much to ask. Especially being around people that the more you kind of pulled away, the more they poked at you. It's like they just wanted this reaction out of you. Like, I feel like for some of you, you were around someone who thought it was kind of funny when they got that reaction. They could see that they get to you. They looked at it as a power, which it's like you're a moron, you know? You're so weak. If that's what you think a power is, then you're a very, very weak human being, weak-minded. I feel like this person's not very bright compared to you. They're not very intelligent. That's why they handle situations in such a childish way, because they have a childish mentality. They're very immature. Immature behavior, but also intellectually. I feel they're quite immature. But I feel like the healing is going to be delayed. Is kind of what I feel. But because I feel like whoever you dealt with, I feel like this is more their energy. Because they don't think that they've lost anything, but I feel like it's going to hit them. it's almost like they're in denial, so the healing process is going to be delayed. But when they kind of realize once you're gone, like, wow, and maybe they never will. I feel like for a lot of you, you're dealing with someone who's so emotionally stunted that they will never see that they lost a really good person, and you weren't asking very much at all. But I feel like that's their reaction. But I feel, like I said, this tower is going to end swiftly, and I feel that this is going to be the best for you. And I feel, for some reason, a strong message here is about that if someone is making you delaying your healing because you feel like you did lose, you are the weaker one, because you're the one that walked away, you're the one that quit your job, you're the one, you know what, they didn't make you do this, you chose this. So if they felt like they won a battle, you weren't battling with them, you were never even participating. You made this choice yourself. So just remember, I feel that's very important for a lot of you to know, that if you walked away from a relationship, or you walked away from a job, or you had to walk away from some friends or family, you chose that. That's all you wanted, remember, was to be the one making the decisions in your life. This person still wants to think that they're making you make decisions, but you chose this because this is what you wanted. As long as you remember that, that's a very powerful thought. They didn't win anything. But if they think that, who cares? It's who cares? What matters is that you made the choices you made, and you made them with strength and power. You harnessed that. You know what you're doing. You're very intelligent. You're way more emotionally mature than the person you were with in a relationship, or these friends, or these coworkers. You got your shit together, I guess is a good way to say it. Way more than this person. So don't doubt yourself, and don't ever forget that this was a choice you made, not something that someone chose for you. You weren't fired. They didn't fire you. You chose to leave. Own it. Be proud of it. And forget. Don't focus on them. Focus on yourself. Where you're going. You left for this in the past for a reason. Whatever this was, your relationship or job, whatever. You left for a reason. And you've taken your power with you. This is harnessing your power. It's yours. You took this when you walked away. So I feel like that's a very important message. And if it takes let yourself heal. If you even need to. I feel that all you have to do is what I just said, is remember that this was a choice you made, and you took your power with you. And you will heal. You probably won't even need to heal. I feel that that's what's making you feel, I feel a lot of you might feel that you did lose, or this person did win over you, but you got what you wanted, which was to have people out of your life that were trying to control it, and too possessive, and to being like an authoritarian figure in your life. You don't need that. So you chose to walk away. You made that decision. It was your decision. That's, I feel, very important for you to remember. And you will heal and recuperate from this. So let's just ask, let's see. So Spirit, what will the outcome be for Scorpio after making the choice to walk away? Spirit, or what advice do you have for Scorpio after making the choice to walk away? So, your advice from Spirit after making that choice on your own to leave some things behind, leave some things in the past, walk away, harness your power. The strength came out to stay strong. And remember you're strong. Remember you harnessed your power, stay strong. There is the Four of Cups here. I feel you are going to get, I feel like this is your advice from Spirit, is to be wary when these people come back. If you are offered your job back, I don't ever want to tell someone to refuse a job or refuse, but be wary when these people, when they realize that, oh wow, I didn't really win. I kind of need them here. I need them working for my business. I want them back in a relationship, or I want to be friends with them again. I really feel that Spirit is saying to be very, very wary of what this person is offering you. To make sure you know why, and know if that's what you want. I feel a lot of you, like I said, I keep getting, a lot of you are very intelligent. But see, the thing is that there's lies and secrets, but the High Priestess, you can't trust this person, so I feel like that's why you're rejecting them. So I feel a lot of you are going to reject the job offer. But see, the thing is, if they won so much, then why are they wanting you back? So I just feel like what advice Spirit wants you to know is to just keep focused on learning about yourself and what you want, and to be very clear that you are the one, in charge of your life, good and bad, decisions and whatever you do, like, if it's a mistake, if regret, if it turns out good, like, don't ever doubt yourself. We all make mistakes, and we all have a few bumps in the road along the way, but I feel like what Spirit is to remember how, strong you are. You always stood up for yourself. You should have a lot of respect for yourself, for defending yourself. You were not overly sensitive. I just get the energy of someone who stood up for what they believed in. And this is you defending your boundaries. They kept crossing your boundaries, and that's not okay for anyone. None of us should ever accept that. That took a lot of strength to do that. I feel like the biggest message the Spirit is saying, don't forget. Don't let them cloud what happened and cloud your judgment and try to, put in your head that, like I said, they were gaslighting you, that you're overly sensitive, you're too defensive. Like, no. You were just sticking up for yourself. You were defending your boundaries, and just asking for people to stop crossing these personal boundaries that you have. It took a lot of strength for you. So give yourself some credit, and be very, very wary of people who come back and try to offer you something. And just keep learning. I feel more about yourself. Because the High Priestess knows things. If you doubt yourself, though, all this intelligence you have, it's going to go to waste. If you doubt it, you're not going to use it. You're very smart. So trust and believe in yourself, and you'll make the best decisions. You got this. It's your life. And I feel you're going to make the best decisions for yourself when they're made by you. Okay? So I hope you like this reading. If you haven't subscribed,